Welcome back. We're in sickbay.
This is the sick bay. All ill or injured crew members are brought here for treatment. It seems everyone in a red shirt ends up in here eventually, or at least what's left of them.
But the captain is wearing a red shirt. Also, wouldn't they usually be better served with a coroner? Who's this guy?
Apparently the doctor is way busy, as he completely ignores you.
But I guess Roger's used to that.
Jabba is an interesting-looking fellow. That is, if you think a melted purple marshmallow with an internal skeleton is interesting. He's the main research attendant here in the sick bay.
Okay. I guess he's some kind of spoof of Jabba the Hutt.
It's a medibunk. This is where all ill or injured crew members are treated. It's also where they bring all the guys in the red shirts, or what's left of them, after they've suffered their inevitable calamities.
What, couldn't think of another joke?
Many things rest on the center console. Most of them are merely non-functional screen dressing. Pretty cool looking, eh?
I'd say so.
Stella is getting treatment for her back.
Oh. We already saw that message.
It's a case of something you don't care about.
Looks a bit like the slime from Space Quest 4.
Many things rest on the...
Oh.
It's a scale. No, you can't weigh yourself.
Ah.
It's a cabinet.
There are usually useful things in cabinets. Oh, I guess we were blocking the doctor's way. You know, if this wasn't an adventure game, I'd think Roger has kleptomania. What did we just pick up? A syringe of morphine. Yeah, that's surely a good thing for Roger to keep around.
It's a bottle of morphine.
Whatever. Anything else in the cabinet? I don't think
Don't
so.
touch that. We don't know where you've been.
I guess not.
It's the keyboard for the DNA sequencer.
So it is, and we need to use that, so let's use that.
That's delightfully non-helpful.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. The sequencer is for use by trained personnel only. Obviously, you don't fit that description. I'm afraid I can't allow you to use it.
Come on, Jabba, be a pal. Who'll know?
I'm sorry, Mr. Wilco. It's a StarCon regulation.
Screw the regulations, I have money. Wait, no I don't. I guess we'd better talk him out of it then.
Jeez, Jabba, who's gonna know? Let me try this one thing. I'll be out of your way. No one will find out.
I don't know, Mr. Wilco. I'm not one to break regulations. I really don't think it's a good idea.
I swear, it'll only take a minute. We're out in the middle of nowhere. No one will find out. And I'll tell you what, anytime you want it, one free plunge job, day or night. What do you say?
Well, I don't know.
It'll only take a minute or two, really. Come on, Jabba, be a pal.
Well, okay, but just this once. If anyone finds out I'm sunk, then I'll come looking for you to take it out on. Keep that in mind.
No problem. I'll be done in a flash.
I really don't know why I'm doing this.
Neither do I. I guess Roger's actually quite persuasive. Alright. So, let's put the shaver on the sequencer? Or at least the hair.
You are visually...
Oh.
You display your standard blank stare, but it is unimpressed.
I guess so. Well, just press the scan button then. And imprint a data card. Sweet. Now we have a data card.
This is the program card you got from sickbay.
Now what do we do with it? Is the big question, of course. And the answer to that is that you can actually use that on the control panels that you see all over the ship. So let's use that.
Neat. I've always wanted to try one of these on the compost.
Yes, they're called composts. Roger automatically does this, actually. Which is kind of nice. This is the DNA pattern of Nigel Rancid. File closed. That's peculiar.
Oh, hi, Stellar. I hope your back's feeling better.
They just finished treating me, and it is starting to feel better. However, I was told to lay off rescuing people for a while, especially you. So, did you have any luck?
I got some information from the sample I ran through the DNA sequencer. When I tried it, all I got was a name. All it said after that was that the file is closed. I wonder why that is.
I don't know for sure, Roger, but it seems a bit suspicious. When a file is marked like that, there's usually a very good reason. Most frequently, it indicates the file is closed for intelligence purposes, or it's legally sealed by some judicial body.
That seems odd.
In the case of those tubs of guts that grabbed you, I'd have to say it's not a government agency directly behind it. It sounds more like someone with access from the outside to a friend or two inside. A more paranoid person might say this smells way wrong.
Then again, when did you last change your socks?
Stay out of this.
If the files are sealed, then we have nothing to go on.
True. The only thing I can think of is that they may be accessible by jacking into cyberspace. I've never done it, but I know it can be done.
So I guess this means you won't be trying it first. I'd love to try it, but I can't since we don't know how.
Well, actually, I read it can be done with the help of a cyberjack and headset and a cyberspace jack interface module. The article said there are several things to access out there and that there's a vast library of files to browse.
Mostly porn.
It said that the Information Superhighway project is a little behind schedule, but that there are some operative areas. Other than that, I don't have a clue as to how we can gain any information about them.
So you think this cyberspace thing could work?
Well, I can only tell you what I've read. Navigating it takes a little patience, but I think it's the only option you have. I don't know if you'll locate a cyberjack and headset. Because of the delays in the project, they've become more like collector's items than marketable, functionable products.
We do have cyberjack modules built into the compost.
Convenient.
That's true. Of course, we won't know anyway without the jack.
That bites. I wonder where we could find one of those.
I wish I knew, Roger. There must be some place.
Attention! We are now orbiting the Delta Berxalon 5 colony as requested by StarCon. Most of you know your assignments as they have been broadcast to your composts. Please represent StarCon properly. Kilbasa, out.
You better get moving since you don't know yet what your assignment is. I have some checking around to do. We'll talk later.
Thanks, Stellar. I'll see you soon. Maybe we can work in that dinner.
I thought you weren't interested. not the most dignified way to travel. And it's Roger's quarters! Man, he's a slob. It's actually filled with interesting stuff, some of which refers to our previous adventures. Also a plant that's just as dead as the ones in the hotel.
This is a Beetlejuice clamoring hagfish fern. You've tried everything you could think of to get it back to health. Unfortunately, all you could think of to do was to stand over it and say, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
I love that movie.
Ordinarily, your closet contains clothes. At the moment, though, you're using your clothes as knickknacks.
Yeah, because they're all on the floor.
These controls open and close the closet, perform passive handprint IDs to prevent unauthorized entry, monitor its humidity, and scan for moths.
Impressive. Can we look in the closet?
You never learned how to work these controls. That's why you keep everything that should be in the closet scattered around the room.
Ah.
You had tickets to see Quasar live in concrete with Beatrice. That was before you got busted back down to janitor and assigned to this dad-blasted floating heck hole of a mother-talking spaceship. A note, this game has scrupulously avoided any rough language that would result in having to be rated as an adults-only computer or video game by the Game Censorship Board of the U.S. Senate Subcommittee.
And no to those of you who told me that it was supposed to be pronounced Beatrice. Seems the game itself can't decide either. Because Roger says Beatrice, but now the narrator says Beatrice.
You've got a Quattrozebi portable quartz heater set up in here.
Must get cold or something. I don't know. It's a spaceship. Shouldn't it have, like, regulated environment or something?
Your kitchen is in here, complete with garbage disposal, solid waste regenerator, and cockroaches.
Oh, I guess that's not any more unbelievable than rats on a space station.
Your kitchen is in here.
Oh. Can we rummage through the trash?
Feels clean for once.
I guess not. Hey, look, it's our golden mop.
Your quarters are cozy and intimate, yet spacious. That's one of the advantages of living in a converted cargo hold.
Cool.
Holy cow! It's your Golden Mop Award for your feats of daring do in Space Quest 1. You saw this detailed diecast model of an early StarCon Solar Scout in Milky Way today, StarCon's in-flight magazine. It seemed like a great investment at the time.
It always does. Can we take it with us?
Don't pick it up. You've already broken it several times. Now the port stabilizer flange is out of configuration by 5.2%, which could result in a warp core breach. Now you've done it. You've really done it.
I guess not. Electrical outlet, so I look at it.
It's a 4-socket recursive current subspace grounded socket, devoid of any cords, plugs, or pins.
That's gonna end well, this, I think. Yep. That went about as well as I expected.
You pick strange methods of getting a charge out of life.
I do love this try again button. Saves so many useless saving.
That mop is a piece of your history. You would no sooner carry it around than you would your cigar butt.
But we did carry around the cigar butt.
This poor dresser hasn't worked right since they hauled it on board. Wait, were you looking at yourself or at the bureau? Well, same message either way.
Points to the narrator. I guess we'll continue looking at all of this stuff in the next video.